Guys, let's do more exponential equations. Let's try, this is the sixth example from the previous video, right? We're continuing. So we have 3 to the power 2x minus 27 is equal to 0. What should we do? Let's try to solve this equation first. This is negative 27. You can just take it to the right hand side. And we'll have 3 to the power 2x is equal to, it crosses the equal sign, so it should be positive 27. You know this because you watched the equations playlist. The link is in the description, excuse me. So 3 to the power 2x is equal to 27. You're definitely familiar with this. So what should we do? Can 3 be written down as a product of its prime numbers? No, it's just 3 to the power 2x is equal to. Can 27 be broken down? Absolutely. 27 is equal to shift fact. We get 3 cubed. We have the same base, so we just focus on our exponents. 2x is equal to 3. We divide both sides by 2 to get rid of that coefficient. We're solving for x is equal to 3 over 2. Now let's try number 7. Let's try 2 to the power x minus 2 to the power x plus 2 is equal to minus 48. What should we do? Do we have the same base? Yes, we have 2 and 2 on the left hand side. However, we have a minus sign, so we have more than one term, term 1 and term 2. What should we do? Remember the previous lessons, we managed to break down 2 to the power 2x plus 2. It's 2 to the power x times 2 to the power 2. So let's break that down. We write down our 2x as it is, right? Minus 2 to the power x times 2 to the power 2. I also showed you how to verify whether you did this correctly. Is equal to minus 48. What's the next step? You have to look for your common factor. You have 2 to the power x in the first term, and you also have 2 to the power x in the second term. We are only solving the left hand side, excuse me. So this should be 2 to the power x. You open your bracket, you no longer have that. We have minus 2 to the power x times 2 squared is equal to negative 48. So this is 2 to the power x. 1 minus 2 squared is just 1 minus 4 is equal to negative 48. Then 2 to the power x. In our bracket, we have 1 minus 4, which is just negative 3 is equal to negative 48. So remember, we're solving for x. We can try to get rid of this negative 3 by dividing both sides by negative 3. This cancels with that. We have negative 48 over minus 3. We can punch this in a calculator. Negative 48 over negative 3. We get a positive 16. So we're left with 2 to the power x is equal to 16. Now this part is a bit familiar. We have 2 to the power x is equal to 16. How do we solve this? We have to write down 16 as a product of its prime factors, as we can break down 2. 16 is equal to shift fact. We have 2 to the power 4. Oh, we have the same base, so we just focus on the exponents. X is equal to 4. And after you're done writing this, you can just substitute 4 where you see your x in the problem. So if this was a bit confusing, I know it's a lengthy problem, you can just try to rewatch this video, or after you watch this video, try the very same example. Now let's move to number 8. Now let's try to solve 3 to the power x plus 1 minus 18 is equal to 3 to the power x. So this looks a bit weird. However, what you can do for yourself is to try to group your like terms. So can you guys see that we have 3 to the power x? We'll break this down, right? And 3 to the power x. So you can take this 3 to the power x to the left hand side and take this negative 18 to the right hand side. Let's try to regroup this. So we have 3 to the power x plus 1 minus 3x. Excuse me, 3 to the power x is equal to, it's negative 18, therefore it should be positive 18. So can you guys see that at this point, you have to know all your laws of exponents, know how to work with prime numbers, know how to break down your terms, and how to solve equations. You have to master every single thing that I've taught you. This is why it's important to watch these videos from the first part, as it looks a bit easy, but when you combine everything, you have to make sure that you master every single law. 3 to the power x plus 1 minus 3 to the power x is equal to 18. We can try to break down this term. You have 3 to the power x times 3 minus 3 to the power x is equal to 18. So what can we do? We have to check whether we have any common numbers. In the first term, we have 3 to the power x times 3. In the second term, we have 3 to the power x. So we do have a common factor. We can take out that 3 to the power x in the left-hand side. We're left with 1 times 3 minus 3 to the power x. It's just the 1. Remember, you need to know how to factorize. I taught you guys this in the grade 9 common factor playlist. There's a whole playlist on different ways on how to factorize the common factor, common bracket, trinomials, grouping, as well as trinomials. Is equal to 18. So we can solve the bracket. 3 to the power x times 3 minus 1, which is 2, is equal to 18. What's next? We can divide both sides by 2. We're solving for x, so that we can cancel that. We're left with 3 to the power x. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So you guys definitely know this part. What should we do? 9 can be written down as a product of its prime numbers. Shift fact. 3 to the power x is equal to 3 squared. You have the same base, so you write our exponents. X is equal to 2. And if you want to verify, you can always substitute 2 where we see x in the problem that you've been given. So I'd recommend that you watch this video without making any notes, and then rewatch the video and try to make notes. The most important thing is that you understand first before writing in your book. Now let's try another tricky one. We have 5 to the power x is equal to 1 over 125. How do we solve this? We have to check whether we can write 125 as a product of its prime numbers. In the left hand side, we have 5 to the power x is equal to 1 over. Let's punch 125 is equal to shift fact. We get 5 to the power 3, or 5 cubed. So we want to get 5 in the numerator. Remember, I taught you guys negative exponents in this very playlist. It's also featured in the grade 9 exponents playlist. So when you take this 5 to the power 3, or 5 cubed in the numerator, you get a negative exponent. If you still don't remember, please go and revise that exponents video. So this will be 5 to the power x is equal to, we take this to the numerator, therefore it's 5 to the power negative 3. The sign changes. So can you guys see that we have the same base now? So we can just write our exponents as they are. X is equal to negative 3. Now let's substitute and see whether our x is right. We have 5. Where we see x, we write down negative 3. In our calculator, 5 to the power negative 3 is 1 over 125, which is exactly that. Therefore, our x is right. Now let's try the last example. Number 10, let's do 4 to the power x plus 1 minus 4 to the power x is equal to 48. How do we solve this? We can, let's check whether we have the same base. We have 4 and 4, however we have a minus sign. So you have more than one term. So we can break down this term. It'll be 4 to the power x times 4 minus 4 to the power x is equal to 48. Do we have any common terms? You have 4 to the power x here and 4 to the power x there in the first and the second term. So we take out 4 to the power x. You know how to take out the common factors. You watch the grade 9 video. We're left with just the 1 there times 4, which is 4. Minus 4 to the power x. We took out 4 to the power x, so it's just 1. It's equal to 48. Please rewatch this if you don't understand. We then have 4 to the power x. In our bracket, you have 4 minus 1, which is 3. It's equal to 48. So you can divide both sides by 3. This cancels with that. We're left with 4 to the power x is equal to 48 divided by 3 is 16. Then you guys know this part. Can 16 be written as a product of its prime numbers? Absolutely. 16 is equal to shift fact. we get 2 to the power 4. So we can break down 4 as well. It's 4 is equal to shift fact 2 squared to the power x is equal to, remember I said if you don't have the same base, you probably did something wrong. So if you wrote, let's say 4 to the power x is equal to, let's say 16 is equal to shift fact, you get 2 to the power 4. You don't have the same base, so you can't write down the exponents, so it'll be wrong. However, we broke down 2 here. We broke down 4 into 2 squared. So we have our 2 to the power 4. This times that is 2x is equal to 2 to the power 4. We now have the same base, so we just write this as 2x is equal to 4. Divide both sides by 2. X is equal to, this cancels with that, 4 over 2 is equal to 2. And that is how we deal with solving exponential equations in grade 10. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.